turf field, and I passed the turf field as I came in tonight. It's available. Kids are playing on it. Turf provides opportunities that the grass doesn't. And it doesn't require chemicals. It doesn't require fertilizers. I mean, grass is not like a non-environmental issue either in terms of how it's cared for, right? So I sat here and nothing has changed. I don't think that the frustration of the other woman who came up and was, you know, you gave her a little bit of a hard time, but we're frustrated. Understand that.
2 weeks, see what happens.
Yeah, and I like your can-do attitude, but when people are frustrated, listen and say, we'll get it done. That's what we want to hear.
We just told you that.
Yeah. But don't shout her down. I think that was a little.
I didn't shout her down.
I think you gave her the backhand. All right.
Give her the backhand.
You did. Would anybody else agree?
Yes.
Yes. Anyway, at the end of the day, we need something done, and nothing has been, and we're frustrated.
Thank you.
All right?
Got it.
Thanks.
Come on up.
Hello, my name is Joe Shangle. I live on Spring Valley Drive in Homedale. I've got 2 kids. One is now a sophomore in college, and my son is a junior at Homedale. My daughter plays softball. My son plays baseball, varsity baseball. And I just want to say that I'm all for a turf field for the baseball, the infields, because the baseball fields, as of right now, are virtually unplayable, and they've been unplayable this time of year every year. You could get away with a grassed outfield and still play, but the infield, it is so important to have these kids be able to get out there and compete early in the season. They're going into their season starts on Saturday, and I think we've got 1 game on the field at Homedale High School. I just want to lend my support to a turf infield, and would love to see if the city can start a Homedale.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Hi, my name is Wayne Smith. I'm from 11 Powderhorn Court. We've been living in this town for about 8 years, and my son just started baseball in the rookie league last year at Cross Farm. Every game we had a puddle at first and third base. We had to actually move the base, and these kids played through with all their heart. They love the game, but I just want to let you know that we had a puddle at first and third base every single game this season. Practice was supposed to start this week, and we don't even know when we're going to start practice. So my kid's very excited to play and can't wait.
Thank you. We're aware of all the field conditions issues right now. 4 snowstorms in 3 weeks didn't help, so I know the DPW grounds crews are aware of it, and they're working hard to get them playable by the end of the week.
We couldn't even go to first base last year. That's my statement. So
Thank you. Sir.
John Plivka, 22 Crimson King. I've been in this town for about 12 years. My wife grew up in this town. I think as soon as baseball starts, it'll be about my 50th football, basketball, baseball team coaching. A lot of points I'd like to make, but just one simple one. Also the HYA head basketball commissioner. So a lot of different sports needs, but from a basketball perspective, and I'll send you guys an email on this. Very popular sport. Kindergarten through 8th, we've got over 800 boys and girls, 110 rec teams. They mainly play through November through March. We've got over 200 boys and girls in our more competitive travel programs. That's about another 20 teams. They play through November and March, trying to get those 1,000+ boys and girls, that 120+ teams crammed into Indian Hill, crammed in the village, losing those times for back-to-school nights, plays, bookstores, snow, etc. Also hampers the program. So a lot of times our travel teams don't get their practices or go in after the rec. We got young kids practicing till 10 o'clock at night on school nights, not the most ideal. So just another angle I wanted to give you guys. Very popular sport, basketball, 800 boys and girls involved, kindergarten through 8th, and we've got issues there with facilities, programs, being able to help those kids get through that program.
Very good, John.
You're doing a great job too, great program. Very good. Thank you, very good.
Francine Campus, 2 Country Squatter Lane, Homedale, New Jersey. As you all know, I was a member of the ad hoc committee, and I think that was, as in itself, was an indication of this township committee being serious about doing something for recreation in this town. I've been here since 1987, 30 years ago, and I hate to hear people say that nothing has been done. Cross Farms was a new addition to this town's recreation. My kids were very involved in all the sports. We practiced on SS White fields before Cross Farms came. So to say that nothing has changed for the children of Homedale is not a completely accurate picture. And my whole thing when I'm listening here, because there's a lot of devoted parents here who I admire, and I think with all their efforts, they deserve to be heard of what they need for the kids of Homedale. But I keep hearing more than anything else about the conditions of the fields. So I hope, because I really believe you're going to take action, it sounds that you, number one, take that first into consideration. I keep repeating it. Fix what we have and make sure we are doing stuff for the children of Homedale, HYAA, not for other town people to use our fields, because we are not that big of a town. We are not that rich of a town. 88% of our revenue comes from the people. So let's be careful what capital improvements we do that we won't have enough in our operating budget to keep them up to snuff so that the kids of Homedale get what they deserve.
Thank you.
Francine, the only thing I'll just say to you is, and I agree with you, Cross Farms is a great park. It was actually started in 1998, completed in 2000. So as much as that has been, and I remember when kids were playing at SS White because I had just moved into the town. It's 18 years. That's probably the last substantial commitment that we've made. So I'm relieved to hear that my fellow committeemen want to take action. I'm excited to hear what that is.
I've been on this since '87, so there was nothing here when I lived here. But it was a beautiful town, and hopefully it stays that way.
Hi, Jonathan Caspi, 6 Still Drive. I have 3 kids. I just want to reiterate the support for the turf fields, because if you're tired of hearing about conditions, it seems kind of like a no-brainer. Right, and that's short and sweet. Just would like to voice my support for that. So thank you.
Thank you, John. Sir.
How you doing? Jim Gillespie, 7 Crimson King Drive. No. Been a resident here for about 3 years. Father of 5 small children. That's right, 5. As you can say, the oldest is 9.
We're going to agree to invest in cable for this young man.
The oldest is 9. They're involved in a lot of sports as well. I would echo in terms of the conditions. I think that drainage and lighting are very, very important for our facilities. I would say, having looked at the survey results, not just the PowerPoint, but the document itself, that never mind the $32 million, but in terms of priority, seeing that everything's in there for year 5 for lighting and drainage. Year 1 was bocce courts, 2 new courts. Interestingly enough, and Eric, you live in the same area. We're by Ackerson all the time. Been there 3 years. I've seen 0 people use the bocce court in Ackerson, ever. And well, there was $10 or $40,000 improvement in the survey results there to improve that, and then add 2 new ones. So I've never seen anyone use it, spend 10 grand and improve that, and see if anyone ever uses it before we spend 200 grand to put in 2 more new courts. So that's point 1. Point 2 is on the survey in terms of hiking and running trails, and everyone wants improvements to that. Well, I run at Homedale Park every weekend. If you go there in the morning, you might see me running around there. Very nice. You know, you could run around Cross Farm if you want. I've done that, but you know, I don't know why we want to spend all kinds of money on that when the facilities for the youth sports are as bad as they are. And I like the can-do attitude, and you know, let's get on that. But I think that drainage and lighting. You know, I was thinking baseball and softball primarily, but when people were talking about lighting Cross Farm, I just want to mention that those temporary lights that the kids practice under now are terrible. I think they light up a little, like, small patch of grass. Permanent lighting would be ideal. If people are opposed to that, I think it's a great idea. So, that's my 2 cents.
Thank you, Jim.
Hey, how you doing? Randy Goldberg, 29 Edico Way. Just want to let you know the conditions of we have 2 60-90 fields, they're both at Cross Farms. They're both pretty much unplayable now. And I'll let you guys decide where to put the funds and stuff like that, but I just wanted to let you know
Thank you.
how bad it is and how much time it takes to try to get those playable.
Will do. Okay, seeing no more, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Thank you.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming out tonight.